morning, so all of you. Now, today we are about to conclude blood relations. Students, you might have had an idea, sir, why we are taking this much of time to understand one particular topic? Get it? My answer to you, it is easy to get the skill, it is easy to get the knowledge, but very tough to get the skill. Getting knowledge is different from getting skill. Probably in the very first class, we might have had some idea about blood relation. Seems to be so simple. Blood relation. Oh, this is blood relation. Oh, this is something we usually, regularly, we see in our day-to-day life. Something like that. You might be having such an idea. But my dear students, when we go into the details, when we see the difficulty of the questions, then you might understand the difficulty and the actual concept of any one particular topic. What do you think? Isn't it? So, this is what we call is aptitude. Aptitude is usually very easy in the beginning, but when we go ahead, it is too difficult. That is the reason why the toughest examination in India is CAT, is basing on aptitude. The most prominent exam in the world, GRE, GMAT, basing on aptitude. Even SAT, SAT, Scholastic Aptitude Test, that is an entrance exam for undergraduation in America, basing on aptitude. So, students, so that is why I am telling you once again, get the right knowledge and apply in the right direction. If you do that, I can tell you that, yeah, it is very easy to get the perfection. But my dear students, I just want to tell you one thing. This is a wonderful time for us, because whatever it is, whether it is corona or something like, we get an opportunity to enhance our skills as far as aptitude is concerned. Once we could able to do this in 1 or 2 months right now, yeah, you can forget about the topic, and after that you can do a lot of practice, and by the time you are preparing for any competitive examination, it will be very useful for you. So, you make the best use of this time. Okay, students? Right. Now, today we conclude the remaining questions in blood relations. So, I believe that model number 1 is not a very big issue. Students, any important message you want to tell me, man? As I told you once again, you please do not post any other information unless I ask you to do so, because I told you already, when so many informations, when so many messages are pouring, it is very difficult to understand what actually the important message is. Tell me, students, any important message you want to tell me? Any important message you want to convey me? Yes, students? No such important message, no? I think everything is going fine. I believe that we can go ahead, right? Now, okay, now we complete the remaining questions in blood relations and we get more confidence in the topic. So, this question, I think there is no need to discuss again. Question number 2 is all done. Question number 3 to 4. And I think there is no confusion so far. Question number 5 to 6, and these 2 questions are easy, we can easily handle this. And question number 7 to 9, I think, yeah, we have done. So, students, so question number 9 to 11. So, yesterday we discussed up to 11, question number 11 we also discussed, and question number 12 to 14. Yeah, students, I just want to ask you one question so far, and do you find any difficulty in these questions? You expect me to repeat any of the questions, my dear students? What is the meaning of auntie? Sir, what is the meaning of, what is that question, my dear students? What the question you want to ask me? Yeah. So, my dear students, as I told you already, this question again, question number 12 to 14, I think yesterday we discussed this question for 2 to 3 times, and what I mean to say is, whenever there is a question is given, there are 2 ways of handling the question. Either you can read the question from top to bottom, that is one important point, you can come one by one, or else you can check the important point in the topic. So, how do you do is all your wish. You can handle the question as per your convenience, My dear students, there is no such rules and regulations that this question should be handled just like this. No, there is no such regulations. You can handle the question as per your wish. Therefore, we call this topic skill. Students, I want to give you one interesting information in this concern. I am talking about skill. I am talking about skill every time. The coming days are basing on skill only. Nobody bothers about the knowledge you are having, because when everything become computerized system, your Google is much knowledgeable than any person in the world. The difference between machine and a man is the matter of skill. Skill is something that a machine cannot develop. It is only human can develop. You need to be skillful. You need to be skillful, not just knowledgeable. I hope you understand, my dear students. This is one important part I want to tell you that. So, whenever a question is given, there are two ways. Either you can come from top and get to the back, that is one way, and or else you can check the important point in the question, thereby you can handle this question. There are two ways. So, how do you do is all about your skill. Tendulkar is not just knowledgeable, he is skillful. Virat Kohli is not knowledgeable, of course not just knowledgeable, he is skillful. Everybody knows how to bat, but very few people know how to perform. You understand this? Having knowledge is different from skill. Skill is something that you need to perform when there is a need. You understand, my dear students? That is the reason why it is all up to you. So, you wish whatever the way you want to go, that is up to you. Dear students, so 12 to 14 is all done, and we discussed this question also. There is no confusion, I think. Yeah. Students, 15 to 18, this question yesterday I left, and I said that we will be discussing today. Any important message you want to convey me, my dear students? Yeah, students, any message? No, there is no such message. Any difference between aunt and niece, maternal aunt and niece? Okay, students. You are asking me to tell you the difference between maternal aunt and niece. Okay, students, I tell you. Okay, so first we complete this question, and then I will be explaining you whatever the doubts you may be having. Now, come on, student. This is the question. This is a very interesting question taken from one of the very prominent competitive examinations conducted in India. Students, one interesting point is, whatever the name of the examination that is conducted worldwide, the common topic is aptitude. That is the reason why this topic, once you get it, you can be very confident of handling. Look at that. Questions are based on the following information. In a family of 6 persons, there are people from 3 generations, 1, 2, 3 generations. Each person has separate profession, also likes a different color. There are 2 couples in the family. Oh, so what we need to confirm in this question? Point number 1, we need to confirm the blood relations, the relations between the people. Second one, my dear students, the profession they are in. Third one, students, the color they like. This is the challenge. We have to confirm the profession, we have to confirm the color, and we need to know the relation between the people. So, these are 3 important points. You see that how the question becomes a little complicated. Sometimes some of the questions are that complicated that you cannot even answer within 30 minutes of time. That is the reason why basics are very important and approach is equally important. Come on, student. Now, let us see, we need to confirm 3 gen. Mohan is CA and his wife is a doctor, nor likes a green color. Shall we start, or we look for any convenient information? Just look at that, my dear students. Mohan is a CA, profession is CA, and his wife neither a doctor nor likes green color. What we do? Shall I wait? Okay, then go to the next one. Engineer likes red color and his wife is a teacher. Engineer teacher is one couple. Mohan and his wife is another couple. What do you think? Engineer teacher is one couple. Mohan is a CA, he is a chartered accountant. Mohan and his wife is another couple. We need to get the two couples. We get the two couples. But which couple in first and second generation, that we need to discuss. Maybe we take some time to confirm that. Students, I am waiting for some time. I am waiting to get the perfection. Okay, I am just looking for that. Probably I believe that the best information to start with, yeah. Students, look at the third and fourth information. It seems to be very comfortable to start with. What do you think? What do you think, ma'am? Come on, look at that. Look at the fourth information. Deepak. Come on. Deepak is the grandfather of T2. Deepak is the grandfather of T2. Because Deepak is grandfather, therefore Deepak is male. You understand that? Deepak is grandfather of T2. T2, who is a principal, likes the black color. T2 is a principal. Profession is principal. The color he likes is black. I hope you understand. T2, I don't know the gender of T2, but what I know is he is a principal and he likes the black color. What do you think? Shall I differentiate? Shall I give you more clarity about this one? Just look at that, my dear students. Just come to this. T2, let me take in capital letters. T2, sorry, Deepak is in first generation. If you could understand that, Deepak is in first generation, is a male because grandfather. Deepak is a grandfather of T2. You understand, my dear students? T2. Tell me, what is the profession of T2? He is a principal. And what is the color he likes? He likes black color. You understand, my dear students? PR means principal. BL means black color. I hope you understand how I am actually handling this question. Come on, student. Did you get it? Then go ahead. Deepak in first generation and T2 is in third generation. And what I am going to give you is a principal by profession and also likes black color. So BL. Get it? So that is all about information number 4. Let me look at the next information. Look at information number 4. Mohini is mother-in-law of Savita. Mohini is mother-in-law. I believe that Mohini should be over here. Savita should be in second generation. Come on, man. Mother-in-law, preferably first generation. Savita should be in second generation. Mother-in-law. Take your family. Mother-in-law usually in the first generation, isn't it? Now just look at that. So Mohini should be wife of Deepak. Mohini should be wife of Deepak. Therefore, I just want to put them in bracket. She happens to be mother-in-law of Savita, which means to say that these people must be having a son, and the son got married to Savita. The son got married to Savita. Mohini female, Deepak is a male. Savita should be female. What do you think, man? Look at that. Mohini is mother-in-law of Savita and she likes orange color. Mohini likes orange color. Therefore, color of Mohini is orange. What do you think? Come on, man. Generation number 1, generation number 2, generation number 3. Third generation we have T2. Come on, student. Now check it out, which information is next we can add up. Fourth information has done and this one. Now just look at that second information. Mohan is a CA and his wife, therefore this person must be Mohan. What do you think? This person must be Mohan. Mohan is a CA and the profession of Mohan is CA. Mohan is CA. What do you think? Come on, man. And his wife is neither a doctor nor likes green color. Who is the wife of Mohan? Savita. Savita is neither a doctor nor she likes green color. Okay? Deepak, Mohini, Mohan, Savita, T2. Everything is under control. Engineer likes red color and his wife is a teacher. Can you tell me, my dear students? Engineer likes red color and his wife is a teacher. Can you tell me, and this information is regarding Deepak and Mohini only, no? Because Mohan is already CA, therefore confirm. Therefore confirm. Engineer likes red color, therefore Deepak must be engineer and his wife is a teacher. Mohini should be teacher. Check it out. Engineer likes red color and his wife is a teacher. Therefore, Deepak likes red color. Color is red. Deepak is an engineer and the color he likes is red. Mohini is a teacher and the color she likes is orange. Come on student, we conclude. And then information number 5. Nanu is granddaughter of Mohini and she likes blue color. Therefore, Nanu should belong to third generation for sure. She is granddaughter, therefore female. Any more information about Nanu? Nanu is granddaughter of Mohini. She likes blue color. The color she likes is blue. Therefore, the color she likes is blue. Nanu likes blue color. She likes blue color. Nanu's mother likes white color. Who is Nanu's wife? Nanu's wife is Savita and Savita likes white color. Students, any color we miss, man? Any color? Black is Nanu likes blue. Okay, sorry, she likes blue color. Any color is missing? Black is done, blue, white, orange, red, green. Therefore, green should be given to Mohan. Any profession is remaining? Doctor. Therefore, doctor should be given to Nanu. There is no other person, but it is Nanu, doctor. What man? Tell me question number 15. Which of the following is the correct pair of two couples? One is Deepak Mohini, Mohan and Savita. Mohini, Deepak and Mohan and Savita. Answer should be third option. What do you think, man? What do you think? What is the meaning of maternal grandfather? Okay, I tell you what is the meaning of maternal grandfather. Okay, students. Sir, voice. Right, student. Yeah, okay, students. Now, I think there is no confusion. I think you can easily handle this. Now, let me answer some of the questions from your side. Students, T2's father is Mohan, no? And Mohan's father is Deepak, no? Therefore, for T2, Deepak is known as paternal grandfather. Paternal grandfather. Not just grandfather, but it is paternal grandfather. Because Deepak happens to be father of father. So, father's mother is paternal grandmother. Okay, I will tell you later. We move on to the next question, students. Maybe this time you get more clarity. Probably, I believe that some of you did not get the clarity of this question. I think it is better to discuss this question again. And let me tell you where I started off. So, in this kind of complicated questions, what is all important is how do you start? How do you start is all important. Okay. So, I just want to come again so that you will be more confident. Let me tell you, my dear students. I started off with Deepak. You understand why I took Deepak? Because Deepak is a grandfather, therefore Deepak belongs to first generation. Deepak is grandfather, therefore Deepak is a male. Deepak is a grandfather of T2, therefore T2 belongs to third generation. Got it, my dear students? T2, regarding T2, who is the principal? And T2 profession is a principal and the color he likes is black color. The color he likes is black color. BL means black. You understand why did I choose that particular information? I can have the 3 generations straight away because it is given that there are 3 generations. And after getting that, I will be moving to 4th information. What is that? Mohini is mother-in-law of Savita. When Mohini is mother-in-law, we can understand that Mohini should be in first generation. What man? So Deepak and Mohini must belong, they must be a couple. They must have a son for sure, and the son got married to Savita. You understand, man? Did you understand how I am actually handling the question? I am just looking for my convenience. I don't bother about where to start and how to start. And she likes orange color. Mohini likes orange color. Therefore, color of Mohini is orange. You understand that? And then look at the next information. Just let me see which information I am looking for. Yeah. I am going to information number 2. Mohan is a CA and his wife is neither a doctor nor likes green color. Can you tell me? This must be the next couple. Because one couple is already Deepak and Mohini. So I understand that Mohan is a CA. This must be Mohan. What do you think? This must be Mohan. Tell me, what is the profession of Mohan? Mohan is a CA. I think you understand, my dear students. Get it? Tell me, next, what is the next information I can look for? Tell me, I need to get the relation between the people. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this information. Nanu is a granddaughter of Mohini. Therefore, Nanu should belong to third generation, my dear students. Nanu, granddaughter, means a female. And she likes blue color. The color Nanu likes is blue. The color Nanu likes is blue. Blue means BU. And Nanu's mother likes white color. Nanu's mother is Savita. Savita likes white color. I hope you understand, my dear students. I hope there is no confusion. And of course, Mohan is a male, Savita is female. Because Mohan is, it is given that Mohan is C and his wife is Savita. Next student, anything else we need to confirm? Look at this. Engineer likes red color and his wife is a teacher. Can you tell me, students, who are the probable couple we have? Only this particular. Therefore, Deepak should be engineer and his wife is a teacher. So, Mohini should be teacher. And engineer likes red color. Therefore, Deepak likes red color. Black, blue, white, orange, red. Therefore, green should be given to Mohan. And one profession, doctor, is remaining. What is the profession of Savita? Unfortunately, in this question, we cannot confirm the profession of Savita. Because every profession of other persons is given, but Savita's profession is not given to you. And who is an engineer? Question number 16. Deepak is an engineer. Students, if you could understand. Yes, students, now we understand all the question. The only confusion is T2's gender is not clear so far. That is the reason why I just did not confirm the gender of T2. Okay. Look at the next information. How many ladies are there in the family? For your information, my dear students, for your information, for this question, your answer should be can't say. It is can't say because did you see that we did not confirm the gender of T2. T2, have you heard that name T2? Nobody. And we cannot confirm the gender of any individual basing on name. To confirm that, we need to know grandfather, male, husband, male, granddaughter, female, something like. If we don't have that, there is no way that we can confirm. Are you comfortable, students? Now, before I move to the next model, some of the questions you are raising that, sir, in that question, Mohini's wife is a doctor, Mohan's wife is a doctor, but you said Nanu is a doctor. No, student. No. Student, you are not reading the question properly. Just look at the question. You just look at the question. Mohan is a CA and his wife is neither a doctor. Did you understand? Somebody said that Mohani is a doctor. No, it is not doctor. Neither a doctor. Neither a doctor. I think you understand, my dear students. Now it is very clear to you. Right, students? Okay. So there is no problem. I think we can get this question right and we can continue. Yeah, some of you are asking me to explain some maternal uncle. Okay. Students, my point to you, let me suppose that, some of you are asking me that question again. Let us assume that A, B are male and female and B has a sister C. B has a sister C. Okay, students? And all these people have got some children X, Y and Z. Students, please come to this question again. A and we have B and we have C. Remember, A is brother, BC are sisters. A is brother, BC are sisters. Did you understand, my dear students? So let us assume that B has son X. Tell me. X calls C as aunt. You understand? Aunt. X calls A as uncle. You understand, my dear students? Uncle. But please understand. X calling C because happens to be from mother side. Mother side brother, mother side sister. Therefore, C is maternal aunt. C is maternal aunt. A is maternal uncle because mother side. Mother side aunt, mother side uncle. Therefore, both are said to be maternal. Right? I think you understand. Get it, my dear students? Should I explain you one more question? Maybe this time you get even more clarity. Let me suppose that A is having a brother D, they have a sister E. Let us assume that D is having a son Y. Come on, students. Aunt, uncle. But this time, paternal aunt, paternal uncle. Paternal because father side, paternal because father side. Father side means paternal, mother side means maternal. Okay. So now this time I believe that there should be no confusion at all. So this question already we have completed. This one we have completed. And this one yesterday we discussed, my dear students. Pawan Gupta, this question we discussed yesterday and I told you that Gupta, Kapoor, these are the family names. Usually they are in North India, as I told you that people are known by their family name rather than their actual name. So now we are moving to model number 2. So model number 1 is all done. I think now we are comfortably moving to model number 2. Today we are able to conclude this particular question, my dear students. I hope there is no confusion. I hope there is no confusion, my dear students. Sir, board is not clear. Please tell me 19th question. Okay, students. Some of you are asking me to explain 19th question. I will get back to that. First, let me complete the question. Then I will get back to the question. Ready? Now, model number 2. In model number 2, this question already we discussed, and you write some of you are unable to get it right. No problem. We come to this question again. Students, in model number 2, the significance of model number 2 is something like this. The question is usually given something like this. X is son of grandfather of Y. Let me suppose that, let us assume that some information is given like this. First of all, you must tell me, who is X? He is a son. Whose son? Grandfather. Whose grandfather? Y. Therefore, how you are starting with? You are starting with Y. Y has a grandfather. I don't know who is he, but he is grandfather. Whose grandfather? Y's grandfather. Put a tick mark. Put a tick mark. Why tick mark? because the next relation you will be starting from grandfather. Whose grandfather? Wise grandfather. Right. This grandfather is having a son. This grandfather is having a son. This grandfather is having a son. Now tell me where we are now? We are at son. Whose son? Grandfather's son. Is it wise father? May not be. And this son is having, and this son is no other than X. This son is no other than X. I hope you understand, my dear students. Should I explain this question again? Maybe yes. Let us discuss this question once again. Maybe this time you get more clarity. We have Y. Y is having grandfather. Where we are, my dear students? Now we are at grandfather. This grandfather is having a son, and that son is nothing but X. That son is nothing but X. Come on, man. Did you understand, my dear students? So grandfather, grandfather son X, and we have Y. Now students, I hope that you understand how to handle this kind of questions. Maybe it is not a very big issue, but if the question becomes even more complicated, then how? If the question becomes more complicated, then what is the process? Then how to understand this question? No problem. We discuss some questions and then I will get back to that. Question number 25, yesterday we discussed this question, my dear students. Question number 26. 26 is also dealt. Now we are moving to question number 27. Please focus question number 27. What is this? What question we have in this? 27. Naidu said. Naidu said. Who is the speaker man? Naidu. Naidu said. Naidu is a male or female? Naidu indicates community name. Therefore, from Naidu we cannot confirm whether it is male or female. Maybe Chandrababu Naidu, maybe Sarojini Naidu, maybe Shobha Naidu. You understand? Even the females will take that Naidu, males also take the Naidu. My dear students, in blood relation, we should not confirm the gender of any one individual by the name. Okay? Naidu said. What he said? This girl, the girl he is actually introducing you. This girl is, come on, wife of grandson of my mother. My mother. What is Naidu to the girl? The question is, what is Naidu to the girl? Come on student, who is actually introducing? He is introducing girl. Who is this girl? This girl is the wife. Wife of grandson. Grandson of my mother. My means Naidu. Students, look at the options. What is Naidu to the girl? Your answer can be father, grandfather, husband, father-in-law. Indirectly, examiner is giving a clue that we can take Naidu as a male. Indirectly, examiner is giving us a clue that Naidu can be taken as a male, because all the options are only male options: father, grandfather, father-in-law, something like. This is aptitude. You understand that? So there are many questions that arises in handling this question. Therefore, this topic is a beautiful topic. You can really enjoy if you really start doing that. My mother. First you understand my mother. Naidu. As I told you that Naidu can be taken as a male, and here is mother. Whose mother? Naidu's mother. Put the part. Where we are, my dear students? Now we are at Naidu's mother. The next relation we have to start from mother. This mother has a grandson. This mother has a grandson. Grandson. So probably Naidu's son. Probably Naidu's son. Grandson of mother, son of Naidu. What man? Grandson of mother, Naidu's son. May be or may not be. If I say that my mother has a grandson, is that the son is, he has to be my son? May not be. Son of my sister also. But in this question, we have no other option but to consider this son as Naidu's son. Tell me, grandson, mother's grandson. Therefore, Naidu's son. Where you are now? Son. Here you have. This son got married and the son's wife is nothing but this girl. Son's wife is nothing but this girl. What man? You understand that? Therefore, this girl calls Naidu father-in-law. This girl calls Naidu father-in-law. Naidu's mother, mother's grandson, the grandson got married to this girl. Therefore, Naidu will be father-in-law to that particular girl. I hope you understand, my dear students. Still you are confusing? Still confusing? Yeah. It is not father man, it is father-in-law. Please do not post your answer, my dear students, unless I ask you to do so. Maybe it is easy to post, but it is very difficult for me to look at all the messages. So when you pour many messages, it is difficult for me to understand which is important, which is not important. In the process, I will be missing important messages. Please don't do that. I make sure that you should be able to get the topic right. Otherwise, what is the purpose of doing this hard work in this lockdown period? If we have a lot of time right now, after that you will be busy with your academics. We may not be having this much of time to understand this topic. But at least now your thinking process becomes more refined. You will be discussing and we will be thinking in a very right direction. Students, let me come to this question again. Who is the speaker? Naidu is the speaker. Tell me what Naidu said. Naidu said, this girl, the girl he is actually introducing, this girl is wife of grandson of my mother, isn't it? This is what he said. Where I am starting? I am starting my mother. My mother means Naidu mother, because Naidu is the only speaker now. Naidu mother. Students, the significance of putting this dot is the next relation will be starting from mother. This mother is having grandson. This mother is having grandson. Where we are, my dear students? My mother. My mother means Naidu's mother. Here is Naidu. Here we have mother. Right. This mother is having grandson. Grandson means mother's grandson, Naidu's son. It may not be Naidu's son, but okay, you can take. Because there is no other way, we have to take something, otherwise we cannot go ahead. And this son got married and the son's wife is this particular girl. Therefore, Naidu become father-in-law to this girl. Father-in-law. I think we can go ahead. Come on, student, we move on to the next question. Question number 28. Look at that. A woman introduces a man. A woman introduces a man. A woman introduces a man as the son of the brother of her mother. Who is the speaker? Woman. A woman introduces a man as the son of brother of, come on, brother of her mother. Her mother. Who is the speaker, my dear students? Who is the speaker? the speaker is woman, whom she is actually referring to? Man. Therefore, her means woman. Okay? Who is the man? The man is the son. Whose son? Brother. Brother of her mother. So, where do you start from? Woman's mother. Come on, students. Woman's mother. Here is woman and here is mother. Where you want to put the tick? You have to put the tick at mother. Where you are now? You are at mother. This mother has a brother. This mother has a brother. Now you put the tick at mother, brother. Where you are now? Brother. This brother has a son. The son is no other than man. Woman, woman's mother, mother's brother, brother has a son, the son is man. Therefore, this woman and man are cousins. They are cousins to each other. Therefore, how the man related to woman? Cousin. I think I need not waste my time in this question because this question is otherwise so simple. I need not waste this question. Come on, students. Now, just look at this question, and with this we come to an end of this particular model. Then we move on to model number 3. Pointing to a person, a man said to a woman, his mother, come on student, his mother is the only daughter, his mother is the only daughter of your father. His mother is the only daughter of your father. This is the question. Point number 1. Pointing to a person, a man said to a woman. Who is the speaker? Man is the speaker. Man is speaking to woman. Therefore, your means woman. Your means woman. This person, the man is referring to the person. Therefore, his means person. His means person. Read the question. Person's mother is the only daughter of woman's father. You know where we start from? We start from woman's father. Here is woman and here is father. Where you are? Where you are? Father. Whose father? Woman's father. Yeah. This father is having only daughter. Woman only. Tricky, you know. My daughter has only father, myself. My wife has only husband, myself. What man? My father has only son, myself. Woman's father has only daughter, again woman. Again woman. This woman is no other than person's mother. This woman is no other than person's mother. Now the question, how the woman is related to person? This person's mother. Very interesting, you know. Very interesting. Tricky, but actually not a very complicated one. Okay, no problem. We discuss this again. What is there? What is there, man? We discuss this again. There is no confusion at all. Come on. Pointing to a person, a man said to a woman. Point. Let me suppose I am a man. I am talking to the woman regarding a person. You understand? I am talking to a woman regarding a person. Tell me what I am telling. His mother, his means person's mother, the only daughter of your father. Your means woman's father. Start. Your father, woman's father. We have woman and woman has father. Where you are now? Woman's father. Where you are now? Woman's father. Father. This father has only daughter means woman. Now where you are now? Now you are a woman. This woman is no other than man's mother. Man's means person's mother. Therefore, this woman is mother to this person. Student, I think that you are getting it, but certainly there must be some confusions. I understand that. Topic is such that more we discuss, more confusions. But I don't want to confuse right now today. You have some idea today, and tomorrow maybe you will be getting more clarity. We move on to model number 3. We move on to model number 3. Come on, student. Okay, these questions we will discuss tomorrow. Now we move on to model number 3, and with this we come to an end of this blood relation topic. And if there is any confusion, we can discuss after some time. But anyway, today we are going to conclude this topic. Tomorrow we need to start new one. Okay, ready? A into B means A is father of B. This actually we discussed yesterday, not a very big issue, my dear students. What is this? F minus R plus H divided by T. Okay, my dear students? Because this question you can definitely do now. Now open your message box and tell me your answer. Tell me your answer. Please open your message box. You work out this question. I am looking your messages. Because let me check how confident you are handling this question. Come on, student. Tell me what is your answer for this question. Question number 32. Question number 32. You have to answer this question. Come on, yes. Question number 32. What is your answer, man? Son-in-law. Somebody says son-in-law. Somebody says daughter-in-law. Oh, that confusion you should not have. Son-in-law, daughter-in-law. Please explain. Okay, I will explain that. No problem. You tell me what is your answer for this question. We discuss. Yesterday we discussed this particular question. There are two answers I could be able to get right now. Somebody says son-in-law, somebody says daughter-in-law. Why that kind of confusion is there? I don't think there is any confusion in this question. Let us take it out. Tell me, what is the F minus R? My dear student, F minus R. F is husband of R. A minus B means A is husband of B. F minus R means F is husband of R. Okay, na? Right, student. Now please come to this. So F is the father of R. Sorry, F is the husband of R. Now you tell me what is R plus H. R plus H means R is the sister of H. R is the sister of H. Come on, student. R is sister of H. Then H divided by T. H divided by T means H is the daughter of T. H is the daughter of T. I think there is no confusion now. Tell me, students, now we understand that T happens to be having two daughters and one daughter got married to F. Therefore, this F is nothing but son-in-law. F is son-in-law to T. Your answer must be son-in-law. But if your question is, in place of how F related to T, if your question is how is T related to F? How is T related to F? If it is something like this, then how do you do this? How is T related to F? If the question is something like this, your answer, because the gender of T is not clear. So when the gender of T is not clear, obviously your answer must be can't say. Okay? No problem, students. We discuss one more question. We get more clarity now this time. Come on, student. You please answer this question 30 to 33. Tell me what is your answer for 33. Come on, quick. Let us not waste the time. We can make it fast because the topic is so simple. Come on, student. F minus R Oh sorry, options are changed, no problem. We move on to next one. Now here is the question. Question number 34. Come on student, look at this question number 34. What question we have in this question? Just look at that, what we are given in this particular question. What should come in place of the question mark to establish that J is brother of T in this following expression? Tell me what is the expression? J divided by P percentage. Here is the question mark. Something should come in place of question mark. And then we have T percent EL. Okay, we go one by one. Tell me what is J divided by P? What is J divided by P? A divided by B means A is son of B. J divided by P means J is son of P. Okay? J is son of P. Then tell, what is P percent H? P percent H means P is mother of H. P is mother of H. Now what we conclude right now, my dear students? P is mother and P's son is J, and P has one more child, that is H. That we can conclude. Tell me what is the T percent L? T is mother of L. This we have. Tell me what information we about these 5 people. P is a female having 2 children, 1 son, and H gender is not clear. T is a mother, mother of L. So these 3 relations we know, these 2 relations we know, but we don't know anything about because this is a question mark. Tell me what information you require. You need to confirm J is brother of T. If J has to be brother of T, the simple logic is H should be brother of T. If we can conclude H is a brother of T, obviously J will be brother of T. Tell me, brother relation do we have? No, we don't have the brother relation, but we have the relation of a sister. If we can conclude H is a sister of T, obviously J becomes brother of T. What man? So we conclude that we better put some symbol over here. What symbol we put? We put the symbol into. If we put the symbol into, then H is a sister of T. When H is a sister of T, obviously J will be brother of H as well as J will be brother of T. Therefore, what symbol we have to put is into. I think that still you have some confusion. No problem student, I just want to come this question again, just look at that. Tell me what is the question you are given? What you are given is J divided by P percent H. This information you are given about JPH. Read this. J divided by P means J is son of P. Then again, P percent H means P is mother of H. This we know. P is mother of H. Done? Then another relation, T percent L is also given to you. What does that mean? T is mother of L. This we have. So P, J, H, we have the relation. T, L, we have the relation. Then what you are looking for? You are looking for, we need to confirm J is brother of T. If we have to confirm J is brother of T, we have a very simple technique, my dear students. We can do one thing. What we can do? We have to put some symbol here. My suggestion is to put a symbol of into. If we put a symbol of into, then how to read this? H is the sister of T. When H is the sister of T, obviously J will be brother of T also. Therefore, the symbol you are supposed to put is into. Probably some more questions may be useful for you to get the clarity. always we need to discuss the question 2 to 3 times in a different direction. If we discuss in a different directions, obviously everything will be alright. Come on student, no problem. I give you one more question basing on this. Just forget about this question. Forget about this question. Now please write down. Please write down. Let us assume that A into B percent C. Right? Then next information. D divided by E. Please elaborate these two informations. Elaborate these two information. This is one information, this is second information. Actually, there is no link between these two. I ask you later. First elaborate. First elaborate. How to elaborate? Tell me students, how to elaborate? A into B means A is sister of B. Fine. B percent H means B percent H means B is mother of C. Come on student. Come again. Come student. Tell me what is that? A is sister of B. Because A into B means A is sister of B. B percent C means B is mother of C. Okay. Sorry students. Then you read this D divided by E. What is the meaning of D divided by E? It means that D divided by E. D is son of E. D is son of E. Comfortable? Come on student. Tell me what you know so far. A into B means A is sister of B. B percent C means B is mother of C. This is okay for you? Then next information. D divided by E. D is son of E. These three informations are okay and these informations are okay. But we don't know anything about all the 5 people. If we have to know the relation between, then we have to supply some symbol over here. We need to have some symbol. If we have the symbol, probably we will be able to answer this question with command. Come on student, are you comfortable man? Now I want to establish a relation. I want to establish a relation. A is aunt. A is aunt of D. If I have to establish a relation A is aunt of D, tell me what symbol I have to supply here. Here. A is anyway aunt of C. To be aunt of D, they should be having some relation. I suggest you to go with this. If we put into here, what happens, C will be sister of D. Then what happens? A sister. D sister is having 2 children, that is C and D. And hence A will be aunt of D also. To establish A is aunt of D, so what symbol we have to put here? Okay student, never mind. So we take a break now, and when I come back and we discuss yesterday's paper and also all the queries you are putting right now. No problem, we will be discussing. Take a break for 5 minutes. Right students. So today we can conclude the topic. Already we discussed this is the 3rd paper I believe. Maybe you are comfortable in handling the paper right now. Yes students, fine. Now we continue. Now just look at that. So I don't want to touch those questions which you find a little difficulty, which you find it easy. Let us focus on some complicated questions. So why do we discuss the same questions again and again? I think question number 1 is not an issue, my dear students. Question number 2, I think not an issue, we can easily handle this one. Question number 3, any confusion, my dear students? No, I think there is no such confusion, everything is under control. T is daughter-in-law of P, how H is related? Okay. When there is any such confusion, just look at that. Here is the question. A family consists of 5 members A, P, R, H, T. P is the wife of A. P is the wife of A. Here we go. P is the wife of A. Okay. P is the wife of A. Then R is the daughter of A. R is the daughter of A. R has only one brother T. R has only one brother T. R brother T. H is daughter-in-law of P. H has to be daughter-in-law. Therefore, H must be wife of T. There is no other way to become daughter-in-law of P. How H is related to R? Obviously, H is sister-in-law. Okay? Not very big issue, my dear students. We can do this. This one is not a very big issue. We can do this question. This one we can do this, no problem. Question number 7 is equally simple, no confusion at all. Question number 8 is also similar one, my dear students. Question number this and this. Question number 8. Just look at that. Question number 8. We come to question number 8. Look at this question, my dear students. Look at that. What is that? A has 2 sons B and C. A has 2 sons B and C. A has 2 sons B and C. B has 2 sons D and E. B has 2 sons D and E. C has 2 sons F and G. Again F and G, 2 sons, all the sons. Then again students, then again B has a sister H. B has a sister H. You understand, my dear students? B has a sister H. J, who is the father-in-law of H. J, who is the father-in-law of H. Therefore, it is understandable that J got married and J is father-in-law of H. I hope you understand. Has only one son K. Has only one son K. This person is no other than K. L and M are children of H. L and M are children of H. Now, what is L2? Come on, student. Now, the question is, what is L2M? What is L2M? Yeah, students. If your question is what is L2M, your answer should be L and M are children of H. Genders are not confirmed. Now the question, what is L2M? Your answer can be either brother or it can be our sister. So your answer might be either brother or then sister. It can be like anything. Therefore, it should be either B or D. You please make it right. Okay? Not very big issue actually. We can easily handle this question, but with very little confusion. Right? Question number 9. Again, students, no confusion at all. So far, so good. I did not find any questions confusing, my dear students. Can you tell me any of the question I should repeat up to question number 10? Anything I have to repeat up to question number 10, my dear students? Please explain what that question. Please explain. Students are asking me to explain. Maternal grandmother. Okay. Okay, students. Explain the question paper on backwards. Okay. Come on, students. I hope there is no confusion. Question number 10, there is no confusion at all. Anything I have to explain up to question number 10 so far? Tell me, students. Give me any of the question I should explain you. No, no, no. Somebody says no. Question number 4. Somebody says question number 4. Somebody says question number 5 also. Question number 4, question number 5. Okay, okay. So some of you are asking me to explain question number 4 and question number 5. Okay, I will be doing that. What is there in question number 4, my dear students? Why you are asking me that question to be explained again? Yeah, students, just look at that. Question number 4 you are asking me. Right. Here is question number 4. A family consists of 5 members A, P or H, T. P is wife of A. P is wife of A. Therefore, P and A should be put it in bracket. R is the daughter of A. R is the daughter of A. R has only one brother T. R has only one brother T. Now H is a daughter-in-law of P. Therefore, H should get married to T. There is no other go. Because H is a daughter-in-law of P. Then how H is related to R? H and R sister-in-law. Because H comes into the marriage only after marriage. She comes to the family only after marriage. Therefore, H is the sister-in-law to R. There is no confusion, students. Why you are asking that again? Question number 5. Okay, question number 5 somebody asked. So we discuss this question again. Question number 5. Here we go. A family consists of 6 members P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. Q is the son of R. Q is the son of R. Here we go. Q is the son of R. Okay. But what you are given, you know, R is not the mother. Not the mother means father. R is a parent. If not mother, should be father. There is no second thought. Then again, P and R are a married couple. P and R are a married couple. R is a male, therefore P must be female. Then Y is the brother of R. Y is brother of R. Everything under control. X is the daughter of P. X is the daughter of P. Okay. Then Z is the brother of P. Z is the brother of P. Then Z is brother of P. How many children does P have? How many children does P have? 2 children. How many children does P have? P must be having 2 children. I'm sorry, students. So it should be like 1. It should be like 2. It should be 3. And it should be 4. Therefore, your answer is 2 children. That is second option. Okay. I'm sorry for that. Come on, student. Now this is the time that I need to clarify some of the questions. Just look at that. Come on, student. Come on. Y is brother of father side. Therefore, Y is uncle. Y is uncle for Q. Y is uncle. Z is also uncle. I think you understand this. Z is also uncle. Both are uncles. But my dear students, Y happens to be from father side. Therefore, paternal uncle. Y happens to be from father side, paternal uncle. Z happens to be from mother side, maternal uncle. Probably you need not ask me this question again and again. Some of you are asking me repeatedly this particular point. I don't know what is actually going wrong. When the things are so easy, please don't ask this question again and again. Okay, sir? Okay, students? There is no confusion. Now, I think we can go ahead to the next question. Just look at that. Question number 10 we have completed. So, you mentioned that 4 and 5 need to be explained. Students, question number 9 are also, do you find any question in 9th one also? Okay, you ask me if there is any confusion. Question number 10, it is done. Question number 11. No, students, it is very simple. Okay, students, question number 11, if your question is why data inadequate, let me explain that. Here is the question. A is the sister of K. K, A is sister of K, S is brother of K, S is brother of K, right? N is mother of K, N is mother of K, T is husband of N, T is husband of N. How many sons does T have? Students, how many sons does T have? It seems that T is definitely having one son for sure. But whether it is one son or two sons, we cannot confirm because the gender of K is not given. Hence, your answer is data inadequate. To confirm that, we need to know the gender of K. If you don't know the gender, your answer is data inadequate. Come on, student. Question number 12. You see, question number 12, just look at that. Question number 12. Here is the question. A man showed a boy next to him and said, who is the speaker? Man is the speaker. Who is referring? Is referring a boy. What is doing? He means boy. Boy is the son of my wife's sister-in-law. My wife's sister-in-law. But I am the only child of my parents. I am the only child of my parents. Okay, I am the only child of my parents. Right? Now we start here. We start here. My wife's sister-in-law. My means man. Here is the man. Man has got a wife. Man has got a wife. This wife, sister-in-law. Wife's sister-in-law means? Wife's sister-in-law means not from man's side, because man is the only child in the family. There are no people other than man in his family. So, wife's sister-in-law means wife must be having a brother. The brother got married to brother's wife. Therefore, let the brother wife be X. Here, man wife, wife's sister-in-law, that is X. And for this X, he is the son. That particular boy is the son. Therefore, how my son related to him? I think how my son related to him. My means man's son. How is my son related to him? My son means man's son. This man's son and these boy are in one generation, therefore they should be cousin to each other. Please make it right. They should be cousin to each other. Probably we need to discuss this question again to get the more clarity. Look at that question, my dear students. Look at that question. Here we go. Look at that question. A man showed a boy next to him and said, let me suppose that I am the man. I am the man. I am introducing a boy and I am saying this. How I am saying this, you know? He means boy. He means boy. Boy is the son of my wife's sister-in-law. Underline this. My wife's sister-in-law. My means man. Man has got a wife. Man has got a wife. My wife's sister-in-law. Students, just listen. Let me suppose that I am only child in my family, which I mean to say that I do not have brother and sister. So let me tell you, what about my wife? My wife do not have any relations in my family side, because I am happen to be only child. Okay? My wife's sister-in-law. So this wife must be having a brother, and the brother got married to X. Wife's sister-in-law. My wife's sister-in-law, that is X. This X is having a son. The son is nothing but boy. Now come to the point. Here is the question. How is my son? My son means man's son. How is my son related to him? My son and this boy are cousins each other. I hope you understand, my dear students. No problem. You can understand. That's not a very big issue. Yeah. Question number 13. Look at that question number 13, my dear students. Here is the question. A party consists of a grandmother. A party consists of a grandmother, a father usually in second generation, a mother, four sons. Obviously, sons should be, we can take A, B, C, D, four sons. I think you understand, my dear students, four sons. And their wives, every person has got one wife. Here is grandmother, my dear students. Grandmother, then father, and father got married, mother. Four sons and their wives. Four sons and their wives. Here it goes. Then, and one son and two daughters to each of the son. One son and two daughters to each of the son. One son and two daughters to each of the son. Now tell me, how many females are there in all? Come on, student, just come one by one. A family consists of a grandmother, you understand, father and mother. Four sons, see, plus, four sons and their wives, Then, and one son and two daughters to each of the son. One son, two daughters, one son, two daughters, one son, two daughters, everything under control. We need to count the females. Tell me, students, in first generation grandmother, in second generation mother, in third generation four wives, and fourth generation 8. 8, 10, 14. Your answer must be 14. Students, I think there is no confusion. We can comfortably handle this question. Okay, students? Yeah. You are asking me to explain question number 15. We will discuss. Okay, students, no confusion. We go ahead. Next question. Question number 14. Question number 14 is easy, my dear students. I need not waste your time. Right. Question number 15. Yeah, some student asked me to explain question number 15. Look at that. B is sister of D. B is sister of D. E is father of B. E is father of B. F is son of D. F is son of D. G is maternal grandfather of F. Maternal means mother side. Who man? G is maternal grandfather of F. So F must be having mother, and this mother is having a father G. You can ask me, why did I took a side? Because we don't know whether D is father or mother. I don't know whether D is father or mother, but I can conclude D must be father. Because already one grandfather is there, no? Another grandfather should be from mother's side. Therefore, I conclude that, so D must be male, D must be married to somebody, and this father is G. See? F, father side E, mother side G. I think you understand. E does not have married daughter. E does not have married daughter, everything under control. Then how B related to F? How B related to F? Tell me students, how B related to F? Your answer is aunt. Your answer is aunt. I think you understand, my dear students. Okay. I think question number 15 is no problem, you can understand. Explain bottom to top. I think there is no confusion, students. Is it comfortable? Now we move on to next question. Question number 16 is very simple. I need not explain this. Question number 17 is once again very simple. Question number 18 is very simple, my dear students. I am not wasting your time on simple questions. Question number 19 and question number 20. So far, I did not find any confusion up to question number 20. My question to you, students, do you have any question me to explain between 11 to 20? Tell me. Message. Should I explain any questions from 11 to 20? 11 to 20 students. 11 to 20 message. If there is anything I have to explain from 11 to 20, please tell me. Screen is not visible, students, but screen is actually not having any doubts, man. No. People say no, sir. Anybody? Anybody, man? Anybody? No. So people say, majority of the students say no. Therefore, I move on to the next question. Come on, student. Question number 21. Shall I discuss? Okay, no problem. Just look at that. Here is the question. In question number 21, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, 10 members are there in the family, no problem. A is married to G. Come on, student. A is married to J. A is married to J. It is only given married, nobody knows who is male and who is female. B is son of I. We discuss later. J and I are sisters. J and I are sisters. Therefore, A must be male. B is son of I. B is son of I. E is brother of B. Come on, student. Then E is brother of B. E is brother of B. Come on, student. F is father-in-law of A. F is father-in-law. A's father-in-law means father of J. Because F is father-in-law of A. Come on. I is the daughter of G. I is the daughter of G. Therefore, G must be their mother because one father is already F. Come on. C is father of E. C is father of E. Therefore, C must be husband of I. Father of E means husband of I. D is daughter of C. D is daughter of C. Okay. H is father-in-law of J. J's father-in-law means I's father. Come on, how is G related to B? How is G related to B? There is no much confusion, student. G being the first generation, B being the third generation, the simple point is grandmother. Simple point is grandmother. But if I have to be even more clear, B mother I mother G. If I have to be even more clear, I can call this person maternal grandmother, mother side, maternal grandmother. If I have to be even more particular, I can say maternal grandmother. Okay, students? Grandmother is enough actually, but maternal grandfather is even more clear. Students, no confusion. No confusion because these questions you can easily handle. Yes, you can do this question. There is no confusion at all. This one easily you can do this. How is D related to E? Students, very simple. No confusion. Question number 28, we can do this. 29, done. Question number 30, yes. I believe that there is nothing I can explain up to question number 30. I don't want to waste your time, my dear students, because in wasting our time in simple questions means we are unable to do any question which is a little difficult. Any questions from question number 21 to 30, students? Any question from question number 21 to 30? Any questions 21 to 30? Yeah, please message. Any question from 21 to 30? Many people say no. 21 to 30, my dear students. Forget about the previous questions. 21 to 30. Any questions from 21 to 30? Explain question number 22. Okay, students. You are asking me to explain question number 22. Then, question number 22, they are asking anybody else? Yeah. Question number 22. Many of you are asking me to explain question number 22. Somebody asked me to explain question number 30. Okay. After these two, we come back, we get back to the next question. Question number 30 also you are asking me. Okay. 30, just look at that. Here we go. Question number 30. L and N are a married couple. L and N are a married couple. N is brother of P. N is brother of P. Therefore, L must be female. P, who is the daughter of M? P is the daughter of M. J is grandfather of K. J is grandfather of K. You understand why did I put like that? After some time I will be mixing with this. K, who is son I? K, who is son of I? K is son of I. J, I, K. I will mix later. Right now I don't have any relation. Then, there are three married couples in the family. Students, tell me anything we miss. N is brother of P, who is the daughter of M. J is granddaughter of K. J is granddaughter of K. Grandfather of K, who is son of I. There are three married couples in the family. Then how L related to K? This is the question you are given. Now we need to link up these informations. So tell me, students, how to link up these informations? Any clue is given? There are three married couples in the family. This we have to understand. If there are three married couples in the family, but so far we have only one couple, that is L and N, probably the second couple should be M and J. The second couple should be M and J. The third couple should be P and I. The third couple should be P and I. Now the question, how is L related to P? How is L related to K? Therefore, L is aunt. I think you didn't get it right. No problem. Tell me, students, L and N are a married couple. Get it? L and N are a married couple. Then, N is brother of P. N is brother of P. Therefore, L is female. Who is the daughter of M? P is the daughter of M. That we know. Then, J is grandfather. J is grandfather of K. J is grandfather of K. Who is the son of I? That's it. Students, that information is different and this information is different. We need to club these two informations. What is the clue? There are three married couples in the family. Right now we have only one married couple, that is L and N. Therefore, another married couple, this must be another married couple, and P and I should be another married couple. We have no other go. And hence L over here should be either mother or aunt, not mother, therefore aunt. Okay. This you asked me to explain. Question number 21 to 30, students, we all done. Right? 21 to 13, everything is done. And many of you are asking me to explain question number 21. So please come question number 21. 21, many of the students are asking me question number 21. No problem, we discuss. After that we go ahead. 21. Why man, what is the problem? Here we discuss now. Oh, you are again confusing man. So if the question is a little lengthy, you are actually getting some confusion. But we can't help it. When students are demanding me, I have to explain. Maybe some of the students are getting a little bored, but I can't help it. Because I need to consider all the people, that is the duty of the teacher. Okay? A, B, C, D are members of a family. A is married to J. A is married to J. Come on student, one by one. B is son of I. J and I are sisters. J and I are sisters. Because J is female, A must be male. B is son of I. B is son of I. Just follow my dear students, follow carefully. E is brother of B. E is brother of B. Students, F is father-in-law of A. What does that mean? A's father-in-law means J's father. How many times I should tell you man? A's father-in-law means J's father. Then, I is the daughter of G. I is the daughter of G. G is another parent. Another parent means mother. Because J and I are sisters of the same couple. I mean children of the same couple. Then, C is father of E. C is father of E. C's parent is I. Another parent is C. Father of E. Therefore, these two are couple. Student, forget about the remaining information. Forget about the remaining information. Don't do that. Now tell me what is your question. How is G related to B? That's only the question, no? Here is G. Here is B. G, B. G, B. Therefore, grandmother. Which I mean to say that you need not require all the data to handle. Students, if you are not getting the question in the first stroke, in the very first moment, give another try. I am very sure that if you don't get in the first time, maybe in second, third time you will be getting it. You don't ask me the question straight away. You try to answer the question in different possible way, then only you will be improving your skill. Your skill will improve only if you put your brain, if you give your time. If I have to explain each and every question, then what you are doing when you improve your skill. Okay? So that is the reason why you please give your 100%. If you don't get anyway, then you ask me. Students are asking even simple questions, my dear students. I am sorry, I don't find time, okay? Okay, you are asking me to review the paper after completing it. So that is something I need to talk to my technical staff. I will talk to them, okay? Students, so we need to go to the next question. So let me complete the remaining questions. Please do not ask me even simple questions, my dear students. Because what happens, when I have to explain all these questions, then you will not be able to improve your skills. If I have to teach every question, then what you are doing, man? 31, you can do this. 32, I need not explain this again. Oh, students, okay, this kind of questions actually we have to get only from options. There is no time, there is no other way. D is the daughter of M. D is the daughter of M. Students, if I have to explain this kind of questions, there is only thing is you have to get only from options. There is no second thought. Read this. D plus J. D plus J means D is sister of J. J minus M means J minus M means J is father of M. But D never becomes mother. I mean never becomes daughter. So this is ruled out. Then again, come to B. D into R. D is mother of R. D is mother of R. R minus M. R is father of M. Even now D never becomes daughter. This is ruled out. Probably we have this one. M minus D. What is M minus D, my dear students? M minus D. M is father of D. M is father of D. Then D divided by R. D divided by R means division or plus? It is division, no? Division. Divided means D is brother of R. Then D becomes son, not the daughter. Hence, this is ruled out. Therefore, what we left? We left with D. Let me check it out with D. Tell me what is D, my dear students? What is D? M minus D. M minus D. What is M minus D? M is the father of D. Then again, D plus K. D is sister of K. Now what becomes? D becomes a daughter of M. You can ask me, is it necessary to do all this? No. This is only to start with. More the number of times you start doing, more the clarity you will be getting. Here only this is the beginning, my dear students. So this is only the beginning. More you do, more you get the commands. But my sincere advice, you try in different ways. Even after trying for different ways, if you don't get it, then you ask me. If you simply ask me all the questions, obviously, how can you develop your skill, man? I think you understand what I am telling you. So that is something I just want to let you know again. Right? 33, you can do this. 34, you can do this. 35, no confusion. 36, again no confusion. 37, no confusion. 38, no confusion. 39, 40. I didn't find any confusion. Okay, question number 40, just look at that. Question number 40. Maybe this time you might have got some confusion. Okay, let me clarify that confusion. Look at that. Come on, student. Q into P. What is Q into P? Q is brother of P. Q is brother of P. That is Q into P. Come on, student. T into R. T is brother of R. That's it. We don't have any other information. But what we have to prove? We have to prove that T is father of Q. That means this particular couple should be over here, for which we have two symbols over here. We have to put the different symbols to get it right. Again, we have to get only from options. There is no other way. We have to verify each and every option. A fails, B fails, C gets it succeed. Let me check it out whether C is helping you or not. Tell me, students. Q into P, V, and then T into R. The symbols I am asking you to put is, one is into, second one is plus. Let us check it out whether it works or not. Let me check it out. Come on, student. Q plus P. Q is brother of P. Q into P. Q is brother of P. P into V. P is brother of V. V plus T. V is son of T. T into R. T is brother of R. Now what becomes? T becomes the father of Q. Students, I do understand that you are not getting it right. Yeah. So yes, students, so probably now you are so confident of answering the paper. But still there may be possibility of confusion. Confusion will be there. This is what we call is aptitude. But give your 100%. Do more practice, do more commands. Okay. So with this we come to an end of blood relations. So there may be many questions that can arise, but still we can handle them. We have a lot of time. Tomorrow we are about to start a new concept in test of reasoning. Thank you students. Take care. We will be meeting again tomorrow.